Hi guys.
Hello.
We are not supposed to be sitting on the couch today. We are supposed to be off on a very exciting camping trip, but things went wrong early this morning. We got the truck packed yesterday. We got everything set and ready to go. We headed to bed last night and then we woke up to something that was completely unexpected. Dad has been dealing with a slight toothache that he was like, oh, it's probably just a sensitivity. I'll deal with it. No big deal. This morning he woke up just as we were supposed to be getting packed into the truck and take off for our fun little camping adventure. And he said, I don't think I can do this. His tooth was very, very painful. And he said, I could probably just muscle through it and go on our adventure anyways. And I told him, no, we're not doing that. We're definitely not gonna go on an adventure while Dad is miserable and holding his face and clutching himself in pain all day. So instead, we hunted down an emergency dentist on a Saturday, which luckily we did find a dentist on a Saturday, just so they could help him sort of deal with whatever was causing the pain. We thought maybe he cracked a tooth, maybe something like that happened. Turns out, Dad had a bit of a situation going on and the infection in his mouth had spread. So Dad, take it away.
So there was a tooth that I had a root canal years ago. They did the root canal, they put a temporary crown. I didn't know that that's what they did. I thought that they put the crown and that was it. That was the temporary one was the one. Anyway.
But you didn't know it was temporary is what you're saying.
Right.
Okay.
And it lasted forever, like 10 years. One day we were doing a challenge. Yeah, with the Vegemite, that's what it was. Yeah. And I took a bite of that and it went, it was like, I mean, it was a sliced bread and something cracked and I'm like, what the heck? It was that crown that came out. Anyway, but it was fine. There was no problem.
It didn't hurt.
It didn't hurt at all. And it was fine. And it was fine. So this morning, like Mommy said, I woke up in excruciating pain because the tooth next to it was hurting. And that one too, they were both hurting. And it was just weird because I brush my teeth several times a day. I floss regularly. I actually rinse. I do all the necessary things for my mouth. But anyway, when we went in, the tooth next to it, Kay was so bad that there was nothing they could do. They couldn't do a root canal and anything. And apparently, I clench at night when I sleep so much that the little one that I was talking about was cracked. And there wasn't enough tooth or enough, there wasn't enough tooth to save it. They said, even if you do a root canal, the crowns are 9 out of 10 times it's gonna fall off.
Which is what they should have told you when you got the first crown, when you did the first root canal. They should have said, actually, this tooth is probably not worth saving because of where it is. We need to just fix it.
Right.
Just fix the problem originally. So we didn't get the problem fixed originally. We had a dentist in Idaho who sort of skimmed over the problem and put a cap on there and never said, hey, this is temporary, you need to come back or anything.
And I'm never gonna call back from those.
So since Dad didn't have any pain in his mouth, we moved on with our lives. Turns out that root canal got infected recently and it spread to the tooth next to it. So today, Dad had to have both of those teeth removed and he had to have 2 bone grafts put in their place.
Oh, because...
So that eventually he can come back in and get implants in those places. So the reason he had to have that done was because the infection had gone up into the bone and it had sort of turned his bone into mush. So they needed to go in and remove some of that bone and then graft new bone in.
I had an abscess here. I don't know if you guys can see.
It's a little swollen.
My cheek is...
It's a little swollen, but that's to be expected when you have teeth removed anyways. But it was an extra traumatic tooth removal because of the bone situation above the teeth and because of the abscess.
So what is a bone graft?
So basically, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, so are they gonna take a piece of bone somewhere and put it there?
Right, so I've heard of that, but when Dad said it, I thought he said, because he had like something in his mouth after he was done with the dentist, I thought he said bone grab, and I was like, what? So it's like little pieces of bone, like gravel? Like,
Yes, bone gravel.
they put bone gravel?
That's essentially what it is, kind of, though. It's like liquid tooth.
Yeah, but it is so they clean everything. They took the access out because the way that he explained it to me is just basically there's a pocket in there, and he went inside and he had to take into the gum,
Cleaned out the pocket.
take everything
All
out,
the
until
all the
left a
infection.
hole. And then he put this liquid.
So
it
he
looks
put
like-
some mesh in there to hold this liquid tooth in.
Remember that the expanding foam that I have that you spray and
Yeah.
it's like that is well not expensive like that, but it's just he put it in there and then close it with some sutures in there, and that's it. He says he told me that it takes about 6 months for that to harden
To become bone. Yeah.
So I have to go back in 4 weeks. I think is what he said.
Just double check that it's going to be healing.
Where they're gonna remove the stitches. And
Check it out, make sure you're good.
Everything is fine. So right now I'm taking.
So Dad's on amoxicillin. He's on painkillers if he needs them. Ibuprofen and Tylenol is preferred, obviously. He's also got a rinse for his mouth that he's going to be using to keep the bacteria out of there.
This doctor has been amazing. I mean, he's been texting me.
And to top it off, it was his daughter's birthday today, and he dropped everything to come and help Dad out with his super painful tooth situation. So, yes, we missed out on our adventure, but that's okay. We'll do another one another time. The most
Like Mommy
important
said-
thing is Dad is taken care of.
And you know what? Like Mommy said, I was just gonna be like, it's fine. I'll be fine. I'll just take some ibuprofen. And ibuprofen wasn't really doing the trick. Like last night, I didn't sleep at all. Like nothing. It was miserable, and I was like, "It's fine. I'll be okay." I don't know. I am glad that I did it because he said that because it could have spread even more, and then
Lose your whole upper jaw.
Right. He said there are moments where things need to happen, and then right now I had options. If I would have waited,
There would have been no option. He would have been like, well, sorry about that side of your face. It's gone. So we saved Daddy's pretty face, and he will be able to fix his teeth very soon. Within a year, he'll have his teeth put back in, and we won't even notice the
I have to
difference.
change my smile now too.
You look so pretty.
Or you just know how to. You have to make your smile like.
So this is our public service announcement. Even
Yes.
if you have no pain in your mouth, make sure you're going to that dentist twice a year, every year. Get those teeth cleaned because it is important. The dentist told Dad that even though he brushes his teeth regularly, there is still bacteria that gets up in your gum line that you cannot get out with a regular toothbrush and flossing. So in the event that you get that bacteria in there, there's no way to get it out. It will start causing cavities, even though you take really good care of your teeth and you have no pain in your mouth. So, PSA, go to the dentist regularly, get your mouth taken care of.
Go to the dentist regularly, even if you're terrified of it, like me.
Exactly.
Really, you're supposed to go. He said you're supposed to go twice a year. Get them done. Get it done because really the pain that I had last night.
Not worth it. How's your pain
was
now?
Horrible. Oh, I have no pain. I mean, I had surgical pain.
It's discomfort now. Dad, we're glad you feel better, and it's okay if we had to miss our adventure. We'll take another one.
I feel. The thing is this: the truck is ready to go. There's nothing in the truck that is going to rot or food or anything in there. We can
So
just get
it's already loaded. It's already ready to go. The only thing we need to do now is find a good time when Dad's not in pain to go on our adventure. So
And his cheek is not so
probably not for spring break, but sometime soon, we're definitely going to take our adventure. But for now, it's time to get these Smartypantses, and especially that one, to bed. So,
If you like this video, give it a thumbs up.
If you want to make this channel strong,
Share it with your friends. And now, good night, YouTube. See you tomorrow. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe now.
Pooh. It's okay, Dad. We can do a different adventure.